it's true that you're working for an institution. I think you have seen what is going on today. All of what I've been hearing for current to come to our only city that we will be proposing soon at the national level beyond a city, even though the Kala have come to us, but they will be our first city in the district. So, you know, the call for university have been, you know, what we have been all hearing for. So today I'm grateful to my citizens to announce that the current that we have been hearing for, who are here today to start the installation of pools and other things, and I believe that it was a great milestone that was history where today Flumba is coming to receive the current. So we are just happy. You know, last night when I got this in the evening hour with those cable wire and things, the jubilation that we had last night was not an easy thing. So I'm just grateful to all of you generally who have come to actually create this occasion because it's all of us interest so that we can tell the world that Flumba will soon be like this. So I'm grateful to all of you.
Is it the installation of transformer or what?
Installation of right now, for now, we are planning the poles on the streets and we are going to go in to plan those poles because horses need to get current. But I told them my first priority is to get current on the street of Flumba. So I think right now they are digging the holes all around the street area from all the way where you have seen them. And right after the poles on the street before they can go in war now to do the connection poles and other things. So we believe that my own priority is, what you say there's a current in the city or somewhere, there should be people who passing around to know exactly that there's a current in the town. So I told them yesterday that my priority is the street light. So right now they are on the street light, you know, plenty of the pole is going on. And you are seeing it. Really, I think this is the meeting that I told them to do. Even though citizens will be around, to take the current, but you gotta go in, you know, left and right to make sure you can pull there so that, you know, the connection can be on it. But the main thing that I really want to correct for my citizens is to give us a way where those who are selling that little thing on the road in the night can sell, you know, economic value to be attached to it. So right now, I'm happy that those things are going on. I'm very happy.
It's only Flumba or other nearby towns will similarly be connected.
You know, the grateful thing that we have now is the LRRC is the rural electrification. I've already done my biggest town like Duo, you know, Bonadin, Onward, you know, a lot of areas have been connected with the LRCC. So right now, the major problem we have here is only in Bona and the Snow area with the current issue. So, but now I think we already have current. So right now we are in Flumba, and when those two big towns have current, these are the headquarters of Flumba, Bona and the Snow Chiefdom. So when they have current now, even we don't have current from JEP now, I can promise you that before 2028, I will electrify with solar lighting all of my villages around, so I don't have a problem with that. But let current be in the various key areas. So right now we are in Flumba ready to install this current.
For the sake of Romano, you care to tell us the source of the funding for this electricity project?
So we are very transparent and tell people that project is then funded by the legislative project, the EMA project. And I told you before, even when the Kawi you were there, at the same project thing going on. You know, last year it was a different project for that project. So when I went to JEP, they said we should pay some money. They sit down and told them, say, well, even though we pay your money, I will charge 70,000 for this project. And when I talk to them, they reduce it to 60,000 to spend, you know, iron pole all around the area, Kawi and Flumba, and to get street light and all those things. So we use 60,000. We have project. But you know, what I can tell our citizens now when they ask this question is, this same money have been coming before for the past years. It's not like it just started. Some there were even in 65,000, some there were in 70,000. But you got in mind for your people, really those things then you don't look at it will be just that money can come. The use of the money is what people look at. That's why I told the people in Nima country, so now when I'm interviewing people, I said they're talking about this thing, this working about coming and Begono or this, that. Let me let you know that they 1.5 million have been coming to Canada for 20.7 a year, which is 30 million before we enter power. What can you show to Nimba Kande? Is that the whole Canada people that is coming all around? It's not about the money that comes from the source of anyway, but the usage of it, what it people desire. So I'm happy today that I did for 2 years. You can see Ghana today. You can see all the area in our district that's improving gradually. And we continue to work with our people to make sure that all those areas are improving. Every area. Right now we are doing all the roads in Ghana. I mean, you can see it for yourself. You are citizen of this district. And we are now embarking on the bridge project that was there. We are done with it. Now we are upcoming. From here we are moving to Medima.
So, man, how did you arrive at the decision that electricity was necessary for the people here?
It was not me. It was not me. It was not me. My first official meeting, they didn't. That since Flumba was born, really, it's a thing to worry you as a leader. Even though some people don't worry about that people, but some all worry about people. When you lay down in bed, we look at the place dark. When you leave from Man right now today, see how Man looking. Then you enter the headquarters of the district, the capital city for us at district number 8. Then it's in darkness. We feel for the people. They told me say the million thing they want now is and I did the road, I did the bridge. Now I'm back now to do the current for the people. And last night it was not an easy thing here. Really, when I got here last night, you had to put the people wire down. The jubilation that we in the town land, I got to run away from there. Because the citizens are very in need. We don't push our agenda on the people. Let them tell us what to do and what they need now. Ask anybody from Flumba now, they will tell you, say, we are blessed. If you say our cool water, we can send our children to school. We will do cool way in our freezer, we send our children to school. That's a decision. And everything they believe in, we will do it for them.
So how will this project, impact the lives of your people?
That's what I'm just. You have to do your cool water, your cool way, your children study. You have ends meet to send your children to school. The impact is the security implication of this is just one of the aspects. If you got current.
And so, folks, we'd like to say good evening to all of you and welcome this evening to BKS TV and welcome to the Heat Hour program here on BKS TV. On the Heat Hour, we say dialogue and our confrontation. We say words and not bullet. In tonight's edition of the show, we'll be hosting Representative Koto Selmbe Quadro, the representative of Electoral District number 5, Electoral District 5, Nima County. He likes the name Confidence Father or Confident Father, and they call his movement the Ottupor movement. For those of you who don't know the Ottupor movement, that's a really, really strong and gigantic movement. They don't move alone. And they say Ottupor, they don't move alone. It's a long, long train. So the show has been relayed tonight on Voice of BKS in Butu Town, Nima County, on Voice of Tapeta in Tapeta City, Nima County, and also it is to my knowledge that it's been relayed on Radio Sandwich in San Nicolas City, Nima County. When our Koto is in the back, we're going to bring him on very shortly. I get a music here, the artist who sang that song, the song is so nice that if you listen to it, you fall in love with the artist, you fall in love with the music, and I want to play it for you. It's going to be the man, honorable man, you got to go to work tomorrow, so we'll take at least 1 hour with him on the show, and we let him go. So you join us here tonight. We will discuss a couple of things, but the major one has to do with his development initiative in the district. What are the plans and what are those development initiatives that he's undertaking in the district? And let me tell you, Koto just got elected a few months back, and Koto is soaring in the House of Representatives. I don't know how he's managing. I don't know whether he was born for the position, but Koto is now the talk of the town in Nima. He's doing a criminal well, and as a son of Buyao, who hails from your Butuo, I'm really, really proud of all of the works he's doing. I'm proud of him, and I'm glad and privileged to have him on here tonight as we host him for the second time since he got elected as representative of Electoral District 5, Nima County. Let me bring Koto on while the rest of the folks will be joining us very shortly. We will take a break with the song when we get it. So, now Selmbe Quagro. Good evening.
Yeah.
How you doing?
I'm doing good. And you?
I'm doing wonderful. Happy New Year.
Thanks to you, brother.
Okay, that's great. I mean, it's great having you on here tonight. It's really, really great having you here. Let's start a conversation like this. Koto, you just got elected. How are you managing among those guys that your name keep ringing? You keep offering communication on the floor. You keep debating the issues to the letter. Were you born for this position?
Well, the
How
first
are
thing,
you?
let me use this time to extend my thanks to the Almighty God in heaven because I wrote something on my Facebook page few weeks ago. I think few weeks or months ago. I said God can raise the unqualified to shame the proud. You know, there have been rumors circulating during my elections that Qatar is not a material for capital building. And I asked myself question, do they have material for capital building? No. The mind of the man is the standard of the man. When your mind is Congo, you went nowhere. So I give thanks to the Almighty God that all of what I'm doing in capital building are all from the Almighty God and more beside. I told people from the beginning that I graduated from the University of Jeremiah Kmakun. I've been with him 16 years. I practiced too many things for him when it comes to leadership. So most of those leaderships that I'm carrying on, some is something that I practice. When you live with somebody and you got something great in you, and you see somebody with something great that you're living with, you can imitate from the person. And again, the person who is your boss, the way he manage power, the way he carry himself, the way he conduct himself, the way he humble himself, you who are follower, when you want to be too proud, you want to be too boastful, you ask yourself, the boss that I'm with is not proud. So all of these things is from God, and I also imitate it from my boss.
That's great. That's great. I mean, you are doing extremely well, and the young people of Nima, they are proud of you. I'm proud of you as a son of District 5. I'm also proud of everything that you do in the House of Representatives. And wish you all the best as you go on with serving the people of District Number 5, Nima County. Now, let's start the conversation. Before we go to the district issue, I want us to put this behind us in the interview because I don't want it to be like a dialogue between you and Honorable Jackson Suomi Yuo. Recently, Honorable Yuo had a press conference and he outlined several issues, major several issues. And these things you took to your Facebook page to respond to them. But tonight, the people of District 5 are listening. The people of Nima County are listening to you. So I want you to take your time and respond to these things point by point. I want us to start with where you getting the money from to undertake all of the development initiative you are undertaking in Boya District.
Well, brother, thank you very much. First of all, let me say thanks to the Almighty God. I think it's proud, and I'm proud of that. The citizens of the districts are questioning where I get money from to develop, and they are not questioning where I get money from to build my own personal house. Before I go to your question answer, let me start like this. Any great leader who really love his country or county or district would I even care about building for himself a mansion. Because the people you lead, please, the people you lead, you are charged with the responsibility to make things great for them. I read a history of Muhammad Gaddafi. I have to understand that when Muhammad took over as the president of Libya, he didn't decide to build mansion for himself, but rather to make to make Libya a great place. So, when Libya started moving, before Gaddafi think about building for himself, the last person I will mention, I got two more persons I will mention, but the second to the last is the first president of Tanzania, Julius Kamaradi Nyerere. When he took over as his president, he only have a little house in Botiama, his biological home, and he have a little hall in Dar es Salaam, the capital. So until the ministers had to go together and build for him. The same thing with Kwame Nkrumah. Kwame Nkrumah, that today his dream and his vision, which is the current that will benefit in Africa today. When Kwame left the world, he didn't leave the world by leaving $1 million in his account, but he set a great legacy that today his children are living by. I have the same dream to make Booyah great. And to make Booyah great, I must delegate myself in every direction. My brother, somebody asked me where I get money from. The first thing, I have the money from my own personal account. When I was contesting against Honorable Samuel Gomo Koga, I undertake too many developments. Those developments that I undertake were all done by money. I have, even when I got defeated by Honorable Koga, the next 1 week, the next 1 week later, I decided to go back to my community. As we speak today, when I got defeated in 2023, I started so many projects. The Benwell Town Hall, I started it, and today they are roofing it. I started the Biaratua Town Hall, and today there's a zinc on it. I started with Newtown Town Hall, today is on linter level. I started a Youth school. Some are on window now. I also started a Butuo Gulu Palava Hut, and I zinc it. I also started a Liaple Palava Hut, and I zinc it. I also started a 110 feet by 68 feet market in Demplay. I was doing rehabilitations of all bridges. Nobody asked me where you get money from. Now, when I came to this space, with mindset. When I was going to the elections, I have a serial little cash that I generated for myself in my account. I divide into 3 phases. I have 50% to go to my, to keep it in my account. Should in case I lost my election, I should take it and start my business immediately. Because I know when you lost election, it can be easy because I'm a victim of that situation. I lost election before. Then I took 20% of that, I invested beyond my own building, which I'm doing in Monrovia here now. When I win, I left it. But during the elections, one of the reasons for which I went in the election very late was because I was building a very huge building in Monrovia here. So that to take 30% of my income, I invested into the election. So I got 3 phases. I went to election. When I lost, I'm going to use my 50% to go to China and purchase my goods and come be a businessman and start doing what is right for the people. Fortunately for me, I won an election. Now, I have to go back on my drawing board. What can I do for District 5? I spoke about development. I spoke about youth empowerment. Now I have the opportunity to do so. What can I do? So while I was in Monrovia, putting myself together and going in my own process to plan, one of our brother, Elijah Stoke, the Facebook, he said, I abandoned the district. Since I got elected, I can't go in the district. So I wanted to say, look, you need to wait for my first next move. Then you can use any words. So when I listened to opponents that spoke of me abandoning the district, they didn't know that I have a mindset to go do something. When you want to do something as a leader, don't rush it. When you rush it, the end result is not good. So I want to listen to all my critics, all my opponents, because I always on a daily basis learn from my critics. Each time people criticize me, I really don't take it against them. I take it to myself to learn from it. Because sometimes it's necessary to listen to your critics because they will say some painful thing which you don't want to hear, but it's necessary to hear it. So after my critics criticized me that I abandoned the district, I said, okay. So my 50% that I kept, I moved to the vice president. As a chief, I want to go and do my projects. But I need your assistance. I have the money to put it into field hours and put it into yellow machine. But can you direct me? He said, yes. Go to Floor and talk to Floor and sit with him and do a negotiation with him. Let him release a machine on you. I went to Floor and he said, Qatar machine I'm using it for so many purposes. I do servicing. I pay all the workers as a chief. Once I have it, I will do all of the servicing and I will do all of the payment of the workers. When they are in the bush, I will take charge. So he said he was busy with his machine. So I should wait at the new year pass. I may not get a new year. So I went to Ganta. Every day I go to see on the floor. Every day I go to the office. So his parents was a little bit embarrassed and he released the first one. So I was able to put the first 13,000 United States dollars into field hours. I moved with the first one. And to go, they said, for low bed to carry each of the machine, I should pay $2,500 for low bed. I love on the low bed. I went to Banga. I went everywhere. I can't find it. Fortunate for me. Somebody told me, look, my man, that money too huge. Deposit into the account. We'll carry the machine when it's ready to come, we'll bring it back. But if you pay this money now to somebody else that just drop the machine there, it means when you're ready to bring the machine, you have to pay another money. I said, that's good. So I invest the money. They get the first one. After 1 week, I talked to them, they get the second one. Then I took additional 15,000, I put it behind field. So the first one I put behind the field was 13,000. The second one was 15,000. So all of the machine went into the bush. Now, every servicing about the machines at this charge. So I told them, let the machine pass Buto and reach to the creek, the river. When it finished with that first phase, the machine can come back, then I can find a different machine to start from Buto to go my place to come back. So that's how I got the machine. Now, with the issue of the motorbike, I went to Eric Corden. I said, take me to Ferry. I want 25 pieces of bike. I will pay in 6 months' time. And Ferry's son said, yes, can I make a deal? And I went there. When I got there, the demand of the motorbike was too much. So I spoke to Adolfo Ting, which is my best friend, that go and talk on behalf of me that motorbike be 35. When that motorbike is 35, I will pay the 5,000. Every month, I will pay 3,000. I will stay hustle for that. So Ferguson agreed. Fortunately for me, I was able to have 7,500. I deposited. I told the motorbike. And I let you know somebody say, I get motorbike for work and pay. No. The motorbike in question, I get 3 to the concerned women that are funded. I promise the concerned women that look, the way people use women in this country.
Honorable, can we stop you so that we can do it step by step? Because like you're giving all your overview, let's do it one at a time. Then you'll be giving all your briefing to others.
TJ, we stay on the entire thing where he getting a funding from to get his back.
Oh, okay. Thank you. Sorry about that, bossman. Go ahead.
You don't even speak to me.
Okay. Honorable, I don't want to stop you. I'm sorry, Chief. No contempt. I want your phone. My man, please send me your WhatsApp number. I'm good on WhatsApp. Text me your WhatsApp number. I hold your phone.
Thank you. So as you stop now or as you continue?
No, go ahead. I content business.
So thank you very much. My people are bigger than you, no. Okay. So when we got this bike,
Mm-hmm.
the issues I want to clarify is until y'all can come in with questions, is the issue of the bike. We get 3 of the bike to the concerned women. Then we get 3 to the township commissioner. Then we get 1 to the disabled community the head. We get 1 to BK Radio. We get 1 to community wise forum. We get 1 to police. The remaining 15, we got over 200 cyclists. We call them. We say we want to work with y'all, but we only got 15 back. What we want to do is we giving it back to y'all put your susu. And they came up with idea that look, their bike said they bought a bike 850. We will conduct election now among ourselves. Anybody who will win the election will be the head of this cyclist and will control this motorbike. So the commissioner was the head of the elections, and the elders council was also there. They conducted elections among themselves. There's a guy from Cafe Glade won election. And along with one poor Joe, who came second, they decided making a co-chair. So they came up with a rule that they received that quarter get all, which is 850. We will get their bag to you for the same 850. As you're bringing their bag money, we buy another bag for other people. They agree. And that with me, after giving a bag to them. So they said a bag, you will just take it for the same 850. They say more than 200 cyclists. The 515 person who will take the bag, you will pay the same money, no interest. But then we'll be coming every Sunday, we'll pay $4,000 against it. Then at the same time, we'll set our Susu Club. Everybody will have their hand in the Susu Club, and you will be doing it like a Susu. Then at the end of the year, we disperse, and we can loan one another. So they left right there, they started the Susu Club. Then the one strange thing that happened. The first setting, which was the first Sunday, those who took the bike, who promised to pay 4,000, when they came for the first meeting, one man woke up and said, I'll pay 60,000 for my first time because I want to be free soon. Another person woke up and said, me, I brought 40,000. Another person woke up and said, me, I brought 30,000. So those that were committed to come with their 4,000, now they bring it. So they said, okay, next setting, the other money will be able to buy another 3 bikes to give to our friend. So I'm not part of it. I did not give money to nobody for what can pay. No. It was set up among the cyclists themselves, and they did that even in the means to help one another. That even in the same vein, they have their susu, that every Sunday they collect their susu, they loan some money with it. It's just a strategic setup that Booyah should be united. It's just a strategic setup that the young people of the district to know that it's necessary to work together as a team. But later did I know that I was doing wrong thing. So somebody take on the Facebook and you want to criticize it. One of the things I want to let the people of my district to know, including people from Nema, is even if you don't want to see Koto and you don't want Koto, the fact that you love your district, when Koto is doing what is right, I appreciate, let's move. Because I will not remain in a position forever. I might be defeated 2029. I might be defeated another time to come. But then, if I leave the district for 3 years, I do nothing. If I'm defeated, anybody who succeed me will suffer. Today, I'm the victim of that situation. So, my door is open to everybody, and I know that the place I sit, critics will say anything. So, I'm not moved by critics. I'm not angry with critics. I'm here to listen to critics, and within that statement they will use against me, somewhere down the line, I might find my own fault. I'll work on it. The one that know that it's not politics, a personal, a Lego. The one that know that it's not politics, a reality, maybe my error. I will work on it. So I'm happy that my critics come so soon because I want to be one great man in our county. Jacinto was great. Prince Johnson was great. Thomas Kuyongba was great. Can we continue to name these people and they don't born and are not great people? No. We as a young people, like take the lead. Today, other people in Maryland are saying that the way the young men they call Carter Quagga is proceeding, we can trust any young people. I'm just a gateway to young people. If I don't do well, people will not believe in young people leadership. But if I do well, all can be leader. So I'm just doing this thing as a gateway to the young people. But nevertheless, anybody who criticize me, my ears are listening to you. I'm willing to listen to anybody, to work with them, because I was born politically, I was born of critics, and I'm living with critics. They are criticizing me, and I'm not going to be anything in the capital building. Today, I'm something in the capital building. Thank you for now.
Thank you. Thank you. Okay, we will ask you out of the hard question here.
Sure.
I think I'm having a feedback. Okay, let me see. All right, great. Now, there's this issue of where you getting your money from to undertake this project. I want to, because you already said it, that you have some money in your savings. Now, my question to you is, have you declared your asset?
Wait.
Have you declared your asset on Okwagu?
Give me chance now. Since I entered capital building, that this way they brought a phone to me to fill in. And I'm trying to fill in. This consulting was a day somebody walked to me in the capital building and said, you need to declare your asset. I said, okay, and I accepted. So I'm on the process. That this week, I think the speaker talked this time and said about 11 to 12 person in the building, I did not declare their asset. Then I said, let me see. And I was part of it. So that that's going with the document came to us. So I'm on the process.
Okay, great. Because this question have been asked, other people are saying that you received money for district development funds and you are using
Okay, let me throw light to that.
Go ahead.
You know, sometimes, my brother, there's a common saying I say, when you hit the flower too much, it can hurt your own soul. Since I enter capital building, budgets pass, yeah, not take effect. I enter on a budgets discussion, defending budgets, budget hearing. After that, all of what we work for, from mental, from social, from county, damn, how not get out. That this coming, setting which is tomorrow, the West Being and Fana will report to us as to how many dollars go to district. The one with the county, all of those millions we fought for have gone to the superintendent. The superintendent will make their budgets and submit it to us. Since the budget passed, there have been no allotment for any district. Since I enter in capital building, I enter on budget discussion, and since the budget passed, it has taken no effect. Now, when the West Being and Fana report to us tomorrow, and we have, because there are funding that go to the district in three phases. One, the Lake County projects for the legislative EMR. The internal affair also can do projects. The county can do projects. Once this thing is concluded, any dam that is about to go to our district, I will take the radio, I will tell the people the amount, and the work, I will tell them. I will even go to the district and have a discussion with the people, and I will tell them my view, and they will tell me their view. There have been no dam allocated for any district. So those who are speaking, I am happy that they can read. I'm happy that they can follow. And the House of Legislature is a free house that anybody can work there for any document, they will give it to you. It is by the constitutional right. You just go there, go to the department. Just go for information. They will give it to you. Even if you don't want to go to Capitol Building, you go to Fund Ministry. Go hear something there. There have been no budgets. There have been no damn allocated yet. Never. So how did I take the money? Do I and credit or what? Never. So I am telling you that look, more development will go to Buya this year. Because if my own funding can work like this, the one from the county, the one from the country, when all go together, most of those breaches in Buya will touch us by the grace of God, because this is the first year that Nima has zero money. Under the administration.
Thank you very much. I would like to ask you more questions about Buyao. I would like to ask you all of the question about Buyao, but we got Nima County to go to, we got Liberia to go to, and we got panelists here to want to ask you question. So before I go to the other people for us to conclude on this Buyao thing, you started with road construction, road rehabilitation, you started with bridges and all of that. I saw that your office donated scholarship of financial aid to the Buyao student attending the Nima University. Now, the total sum of that scholarship has to be with 1,600 United States dollars. Are there plans to extend this scholarship to other universities across the country?
Yeah, you know,
We are studying.
they start 1 million, start with one. The first thing we did, we went into the systems. We asked the administrator of the college to tell us how many students from Buya are attending high school. The students sent a listing. And we went, they locked it in, and they said to us, most of the students pay for this semester. So those who doesn't pay, we should pay for them. Then I told them, beginning today, this semester, until my time, nobody will put them out responsible. Next semester, following semester. Since some of them are already paid in the system, those who not pay that they pay will pay for. But beginning next semester, any child from Buyao, when they come, are responsible. Because I'm a young person, and I know how it takes for people to live from our area to come in San Cody. Just $10 business can be a problem. So, Toto want to buy, but the hand are short. I have the ideas to help many young people. But again, even the Nima County Social Development Fund, after all of the budget allocations, there will be money to every district for financial aid. I will not even touch down. I will announce it to the people when this happens, that the students take complete control. Because I serve as a leader who want to make my name for tomorrow. I don't want to be associated with anything that will bring my name down. Thank you.
Thank you. Lastly, from my end, this issue of your resident in Monrovia. It has been alleged that you still stay with the VP, quote unquote, is giving you all of the ideas that you take into Buyao, you take into the House of Representatives. What say you on this? Do you care to clarify for us?
100% yes. Like I said to you, let me take you back a little bit. Senator Prince Yomi Johnson was the one who engineered in 2011 all of those young men and who came to legislatures. When they got there, some of them believed that they were electors the same way Senator Johnson got elected. So they can't listen to him. There was a little conflict among them. Nima 52nd legislatures and 53rd was a serious everywhere. Now, because of this, people believing that I'm elected, I must live my life, I got nothing to do with it here, it brought Nima one step back. I personally caught a Kwagu sitting before you here today. Beside God in heaven, if it were not Kun Jeremiah, I would be in a village today cutting palm for even people. I met Honorable Kun in 2009. I went to him, I was working for $100 liberty per day. What I was doing Ganta first was, I used to go brush behind people's house to give me food to eat. Sometimes when I brush, some people give me a cup of rice. Or they gave me $100, $200. Every day that break, I walk around. Fortunate for me, I was passing and saw people this to me area. They said, this place belongs to one Jeremiah Kong. I went there. I said, Chief, I want to work with you. He said, go pray. From that day, he accepted me. He asked me, what your level of education? I said, I need 10 rates. He said, go to next school. You become a site supervisor. From that day, he helped me after I graduated. He said, go to Polytechnic and do engineering. Now, my entire life, this man has helped me in everything, in idea, in giving me money, in everything. All of his property, I'm the one who bid it. The ENJ, I'm the one who bid it. The jacket I gave it to Floor, I'm the one who bid it. The JWPS extension, I mean, all of his projects, I'm the one who did it. He turned me over to Floor. I started working for Floor. He gave me the Kafia. He gave me the Primo. I started working for all of these people. Today, I'm opportune to reach his space. God comes first. He comes second in my life. I got elected. Then he said, look, Koto, I want you to do more. The house you built for me in shopping time is free. I moved to my new house. Instead of you taking 5,000, 6,000 to go rent, go in that house. Once your house you built is not yet completed, go in that house and don't focus on your house now. Focus on the people of Booyah. When you win election today and you start building your own area quickly, too many things will be in the air. The fact that your house over there reach to the first slack cashing level, leave it here. Go live in my area. All what God will give you, pull it behind the district until when the district feel that you are a leader, anything you do now is okay. Everything in the house, I love it when you go there. First man, for God's sake. Would I refuse that because I'm a man with muzzle? I don't do that. I came. Instead of I paying 2, 4, 5,000 a year for more, I'm in a comfortable area. Who am I to be proud I can live with Kun? Somebody even said, why should I get my certificate to Kun? With the condition that I just explained to you, that it man took me from. It giving my certificate to him is a crime. I'd rather commit that crime every day. A levy where he is a crime, I'd rather commit that crime every day. That's my personal life. The other thing that I owe the people of Booyah is their source, their fund. I should not play with it. When their development fund come, I should even take the same radio we own and explain to you. Even you must have your thought. All of you who said here, must have your thought in here and say, look, my man, we can put it to the play. But with my personal life, even if I choose to go live with anybody, I don't think it got anything to do with my political life. So I am proud I'm living Jeremiah Kung house. Thank you.
You see, for me personally, people have been saying that the vice president will use you as a backboard during the election. People say all of those things. And now you living in the vice president house. Thankfully, you made that clarity because I've been hearing from some folks, quote unquote, that you live with the vice president in his compound. Even me, I was a little bit confused. But now that you've made that clear, I think
I made a compound. One of his house that was free. Great. He said, move there.
Great. For me, I personally,
how can I live in the vice president compound where you got EPA, you got security, I got my own people? How possible can that be? No. But he has houses. And say, look, take that one. Even as we speak, all the young guys from Booyah who came in that time and not having place to live. He got one house again. He gave it to me, I gave it to them. They're there. Over 30% there. Apart from what I'm in now. Over 30%. Who going to school here today?
Thank you. Now we'll go to Mr. Sam Saras Balie to ask his question. Saras, the heartiest kick here tonight is Asilo Mental Liberia MDA extension. Hit the honorable man with that question. Let's start it from there. For this one,
why did I hear you?
Thank you, Junior. Thank you, Honorable Kato. Thank you for being on the show. Honorable Ama, Dr. DK Wade, and Honorable COA. All of you, welcome, and I want to thank the listener, those of you listening to us tonight. We want to say thank you, whatever your location is, whether it's daytime, your time. We want to say thank you for being there with us. But on a real quick, so let clear the house first. Let's do some housekeeping, cleaning here real quick before we can even go to the higher level. Personally, let me ask you a little bit of a personal question. No offense, my dear brother, honorable. You know you are a representative now. I want to know if you choose to answer the question, that's okay. If not, that's okay also. How old are you now?
I'm 42 years of age.
Okay. The reason I asked that question, honorable, is that sometimes when women get pregnant, born a child, the child, crawl, get on the feet, walk, grow, get to age 18, and go to school, graduate after 18 years of age. At some point, go to college and be able to work and go live on their own. It is my understanding that Honorable Jeremiah Kmakun, the VP, the president, the vice president of the Republic of Liberia, has done tremendous work, has played a key role in your life, politically, socially, economically, as you narrated here. But equally so, Honorable, you are now a representative of a district. There is something we call the name, the title you bear now is honorable. That means that you no longer child, you represent me, and you represent, that's why all Nimarians, or most Nimarians, no matter whether you're from district number 5, you represent the people of Nimba County. When will you separate directly from Jeremiah Kuhn and say, Mr. Kuhn or Vice President Kuhn, you are doing enough for me. I'm a man now, I've grown up. Let me take away a little bit because I have responsibility, I have family. Let me do a little bit of separation and be on my own as independent man, who people depending on me to make life. When will you do that?
So the issue of when will you separate, as long as I live, I cannot separate from Jeremiah. I'm not living with him. If somebody telling you, say, go and be in one of my houses, does that mean you live with them? I have my whole compound in Ganta. I will live in Ganta. I will not fully live in Monrovia. I will live in Ganta. When we get to Guinea, I got one of the best houses in Ganta. I was building my house in Monrovia. In building my house, in a process election scheme, and I won elections, and one of your house is free. He said, go and live in my house. It does not mean you living with somebody's house. And the question, when will you separate? In my life, I will not separate with Jeremiah Kuhn. I start telling you today, Jeremiah Kuhn is my political leader. I take direction from Jeremiah Kuhn. The other thing, when you ask me, Jeremiah tell me, say, this thing, do it, and it's wrong, and I do it, then I go wrong. When he asks me to do wrong things, and I do the wrong things, then I am wrong. But the fact that my relationship with him, I admire my relationship, I enjoy my relationship, and I am moving with it, and I'm doing what is right. Even my connections with him is what working for me in the district today. The road, we are first of a count to get such a role that two traders can power one another. If I was somebody with big heart who doesn't want to submit today, I find it difficult to do work. Even the great president of Ghana, Sierra Leone, Ivory Coast, when they moved to the United States of America, Donald Trump be their boss. Everybody in the world, there's no man is an island. I have my political leader. There's no time. Even if you make me president and Jeremiah Kuhn still living, I see him as my boss. There's no time I will separate.
So thank you for the answer. So when I say separate, doesn't mean that you have heard Jeremiah Kuhn separate me that, yes, daddy, I'm grown up now. I think I can live on my own and independently. That's why I'm saying separate doesn't
I'm
mean that
living
you
on my
have to
own
be.
independently, Chief. I'm
So
living on my own independently.
let's move forward. So there has been, you see, the question that come into place, that where are you getting your source of income? So with the connections, with your connection with to the VP, it appears that the VP is giving you lump sum of money to go do development in District Number 5. Is that correct?
Since I got elected, the people are not giving me anything. But if he give it, I will hold it. I can't develop y'all. And even yourself, you call me tonight, so I get 10,000 to buy for you, I will hold it. The thing I'm looking for, that we are going our capital building. I go for nobody. I go for District 5. Even yourself, you call me tonight. It doesn't matter to me whether you get prime with anybody, I will hold it. He are not giving me money. But even if he gave it tonight, I will hold it. Because I want to see District 5 moving forward.
Okay, so remember now we are doing some housekeeping thing, then we'll go to Esther Meta now.
So Sam, this will be your last question on the housekeeping. Then we'll go to Siawete, and then he will ask his 2 questions on the first round, and we'll go for the second round.
Okay, that's good. I love that. So, Honorable, has it been any time in your life or since you became representative that VP Kuhn had instructed you how to vote in Nimba County?
No. You mean in the capital building?
Yes.
No. Let me tell you one thing. When it comes to representation, since I became representative, Kuhn never one day tell me something to say, oh, go do that. No. Look, I'm a man with my own wisdom that I know what's good for me. I can't even see Kuhn before going to work. Unless I want, because sometimes, on a serious note, Kuhn appear like my father, my brother. Most often, when I didn't see 2, 3 days, I can run to a house. Or I will run to an office. But to tell me, say, why you going to Nkaba Bay? I didn't want, no. I got wisdom. I understand in the legislative politics, I can push it. Why if Kuhn tell me to go say, wait, be the one to defend it when question on the floor? I'm moving on the floor by the God grace and my wisdom.
Thank you. Siawete, welcome. Let's hear you, Chief. You can ask your first 2 questions on this round, and we go for the second round.
Thank you, Gian. Good evening, Honorable Kwagu.
Good evening, brother.
Thank you. It's a pleasure to be on the platform tonight. Well, all I will say first is thank you for, your stewardship to District Number 5. We're barely, I can say, 3 or 4 months in office. In your weak ways, you are trying to see what you can do for our people. What I will first say on this platform is that, Liberia and our country, what is happening is sometimes the campaign message that people carry, even if not the campaign message, but what our people have been accustomed to now, that once you have become a representative, you are on an obligation to build roads, to do what you are doing beyond your range. So for me, when I see you guys doing it and people questioning it sometimes, I feel discouraged because that's not your responsibility. But now, when it comes to your oversight as a lawmaker, while we are still in Nima, I got a few questions for you. The first thing has to do with when I say you did your communication the other day about the legislative issue in Ganta. Even the business community, they are made position, they are protested and what have you. And I know there are a lot of things surrounding the legislative issue there. And blessedly, though you are not a representative of District 1, but you did your communication as a representative for Nimba. How far are we? Have you reviewed the concession between the government of Liberia and Jungle Water Energy.
Thank you
And
very much.
why is affecting, what if so, from your communication, what's the key thing that is affecting our people in terms of the electricity and provision to our people?
So thank you very much, Security. The issue with electricity, I can be clear that the government of Liberia, for me, in my own way, they are not treating him right. They are not. You have City of Ganta, the most fastest growing city. If it is not Monrovia, it should be in Ganta. You kept Ganta in darkness. Now, I'm so surprised that somebody will say citizens can pay for street light. Where this war happened? Never. You go to Africa, you go to Guinea, and I remember one day that somebody lived there tell me, say, citizens pay for street light. It's not possible. Now, if citizens pay for street light, what government responsibility after collecting all our taxes? That being so injustice. More bizarre. The current that Monrovia is enjoying today, that they say LEC is stable. My brother, the signatures bonus, 50 millions are going to them. Where it come from? Nima Mountain. Where it come from? Nima Mountain. Now, you kept Nima in darkness. When it comes to Nima issue, I'm clear. Whether I'm part of the government, when it comes to Nima issue, when it comes to Liberia, I'm clear. I don't want to be one of those who will be singing praises to somebody when they do wrong thing. At the end of the day, then all of you lean and play a crowd. No. I even went to Ganda. They said Ganda receives street light. I saw it, I got discouraged. See what is in Ganda? That disco light. Can't see what is in Monrovia, where we live in. The place is bright. We who are the source of this money, you go bring a torchlight on the street, say that light. My brother, my communication will come back. I communicated that I want the LEC and the JEP to appear. And leadership takes seizure of it. And they said they are about to go do it. Even in Ganta, the distance between the street light in Ganta, more than 150 feet. How do you reconcile that? I'm clear. So in the capital building, when your communication is on floor and it's not working, you can rewrite. You can call for it. Even when they bring motion on floor and say, are you ready to vote? I'm not ready to vote. Unless that's communication come. I'm willing to do that. Because LEC and I appear to all leadership takes seats of it, and they say they're going to do the right thing. That's good. Say you are not come on our oath yet, we can bring you on our oath. But I can tell you for free, Nima deserve better than that. With no justification. You enjoying the street today, the street light today. The signatures bonus of Nima is 200 million. That make the budget so ring very high. That are people living on a torch light called street light. Chief, I just giving them some more time. I will soon come on the floor if they can't do the right thing. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you, Kwagu. I think.
Seventy, I beg you before you go on with your second question. Kwagu will be taking few calls from the public after the first round of questioning. So we'll take at least maybe 5 calls or 6 calls from the public. Just thought to inform you first.
Thank you, Jim. Thank you, Kwagu. I had this question. It will just be in sequence. The first thing I want to know is the relationship within the caucus, the current caucus members. We have observed some of your colleagues are on the platform, like Honorability, and other caucus many Honorability, and other caucus members, they have unveiled to the public that for the last 2 years, I know you are just going to the house, but I know you have little experience on that or recent, that you people have had no meeting in 2 years. So I want to know the relationship. One, what's the current relationship of the NEMA Legislative Caucus when we have our leaders are not even meeting to know the forward march of our county? What are the challenges and the progress? That's one. The second one is many persons feel in NEMA that the lawmakers, the current batch of lawmakers in our county are dragging on a lot of things. When we say dragging in this manner, we are talking about advocacy. In previous administration, we used to see the likes of Honorable Johnson, Honorable Yonkwe, and the rest of the folks. Advocacy in terms of agreement and what have you. Or recent, we noticed the passage of the budget, which has to do with the 200 million signature bonus that you touch. We only saw one or two lawmakers from NIMBA on our Koga and that, I think, on our Koga from the Senate. And the other advocacy about AML was done by on our Tuayin. My question is, if you go to Cameroon today, they are talking about building 2 stadiums from the proceeds of Beer Mountain. All of the Cameroonians, the lawmakers are advocating because Cameroon is a custodian of that and resources today. What have been the problem that all NEMA lawmakers are being silent? One, about the 10% revenue sharing act up to now.
Let me take that too clear. A clear, important question. We double too much, I understand. Yeah, I don't want to make a mistake to where I'm sitting.
Go ahead.
So let me start with the relationship and that of the meeting. My brother, since I joined the Coco, we have had meeting over 6 times. One thing I want people to know here is I don't want to play politics with NEMA. God will judge me. See, if you disagree with me, Koto, when it comes to NEMA, go and sit down there, you're discussing. With the issue of Meta, there are 3 meetings. In that 3 meetings, on Okowa attended 1. One of them on Okowa was in America, and the senator twice attended 1. The first meeting, when I'm my first time to have meeting with the people on Meta. It was the chairman Semiana who called the meeting. He said, when they still get to the house, and they say, although in favor say yeah, and yeah has a NEMA with loss. What can we do as a son and from NEMA? I was shocked coming that the problem of George Offer is we are not giving information. I said it to them before. We got an AG. You understand me? We have several Google things for NEMA, which we advocated for. But I am not the right person to be on the public to be saying that people will say I'm running faster than them. Our mistake, which I know NEMA people should hold up by, is all of the Google things we are doing at the back for NEMA, no communication. But right, we should have a spokesperson on radio. Every meeting will come from ISA, get a meeting to the people on NEMA. Inform them of the happening. They are not doing it. I spoke about it yesterday in the Coco meeting. When we met for the first time, we agreed that before this thing come to Capitol building, what can we do? We agreed that Meta should be able to pave a road from Yekepa to come to Sekempa. Meta should be able to pave all of the street in Yekepa. Meta should be able to rebuild all of the houses in Yekepa. Meta should be able to that relocation of the hospital to do it to standard. Meta should also reduce their foreign employees at a higher level. Because they came to all, they presented, and what they presented before was not right. The first 6 third position, there was no Liberians in it. We got a problem with that. The second top position, you got 320 Liberians, 300 foreign nationals. What's the difference? 2020. We said, no. We got qualified Liberian here. You need to reduce the foreign national by 100. They accepted in a meeting. They also accepted to pave the road from Yekepa to Sekempa. They also agreed to build all of the houses in Yekepa. They also agreed to pave all Yekepa Street. They also agreed to rebuild that hospital better. I personally threw the question to them. I said, in the affected community, you contaminate all of the waters. Even though you build pump for the people in the town, but when they go on their farm, they got to tow water from their farm, from the town to their farm. You need to compensate them for that. They were not made to come tow water to the farm. Those that will go on farm will drink that water there. They accept it. Now, we also argue with them that the 3 million that were coming to the 3 counties, we don't want it. Because you're going to increase your production. We want 8 million to come to the 3 counties. And we argue. It left on 5 million. My brother, in all of these things, there have been somebody from the Coco who taking the radio to explain that to the public. Most of those insults we take it, will not take it. But nothing at all. We also argue that our real mental should not be the only user of it. Because HB is coming. They need to get serious money to name 5 million. So your one should not be the user of it. They not agree. We argue. Fortunately for all, it worked. We also argue that Kavala River will come. So there should be money generated to Nema. It passed. Before we could go to this legislature to vote, behind the scene, we have fought for Nema. As we speak, this year will be the biggest budget ever gone to Nema. If you do all the mathematics, it will soon come out. I don't want to speak about it too much before in figure I made mistake. But for what is in my head, everything will be around $13.something million, and 5 million will go to the federal community. Will be left with something like 8.5 million, and it will come to Nema. First of it come. 5 from Meta, and I will go to give you the breakdown by the grace of God when we are done. All these things, we were not able to take the radio to explain. We got 3 meetings with that. We were not able to take the radio. So, we don't just sign because we want to sign. We sign because what we wanted for it to happen for Nema, the people consented to that. So we don't sign because we want to sign. Now, one of the wrong things I don't want for anybody to do in this place is that let none of us try to score political goal in Nema. Assuming I want to clear my side with the people. I go say, they let you that I'm working, they let you that I'm moving. When we can call for meeting regularly, you can't come for the meeting. When we call for meeting, you don't go for the meeting. And in the legislature, there's something they call majority. We are 11. Out of the 11,
those who attend meeting, Chief?
Come again.
He said you call for meeting and people don't come. Who are those?
People who told you that we can't have meeting, that they can't come for meeting. You understand me? Because we all the meeting we are going in, we are not going one meeting to even be 6. We almost in 7. We wrote President Boakai. The president accepted our invitations to go there. We went there. We who went out to the president to lay Nema plight, that was me, that was Glikia, that was Taungbe, that was Semiana, that was Onyanfromo, that was Nekage, that was Onemasie, that was Musa Hassan Berete, me. We got there. When we got there, all of what we wrote, the president said, I accept this thing because I see what happening to Bowman. I want to see happening to Nema. The people should accept this thing while you're right. Mistakenly, in the people deal, they not mention what they accept to do. As we speak, they don't start building the house, but they didn't mention it in the deal. You know what I'm saying? They agreed to order They will build a road or second by which they are already contracted people coming start. They agreed that they will build all the housing unit, but in the deal, they didn't put it there. After that, we called back. And they said, well, oversight. We said, even though it was oversight and you start with a mention it back. They are doing it. So when we sat before the president, all who went there spoke. And the president accepted. Now, as we speak, I just come from meeting. We went to meeting today. We call all of people say, they're not coming. I just from meeting you. We have spoke to the superintendent that, look, you got all of them money, which is a very heavy money coming. We want for all of the 9 electoral districts to benefit. We just came from meeting and we'll conclude the meeting at another sitting. Then somebody say, we can call for meeting in a truth. But sometimes some people can believe, one, it does not mean leading a thing, it can be. That's been wrong. Go and have your view. Even if what you say is not necessary, go and have your view. We have meeting at all time. We just come from meeting. They said they can be. One of the last things I want to let you know is that with that legislative caucus, I'm happy. We are not dragging one another too much on Facebook or on radio the others. We always do our thing in our chat room. You're not here one day that on a quarter I take Facebook or radio on a Koga or on a ya. No, we're not like that. But somewhere down the line, there are disagreement between some lawmaker or Mr. Senator and that of the superintendent, which is not me cut off business to fly inside it. If the senator feel they respect it, we all come together. We say, Madam Superintendent went to that right. They feel the other time on our Koga Fair, they respect us, and we call for a meeting. We went to the vice president of it. On our Koga explain why he don't want to work with code. Madam Superintendent, because the way the money is used, on our Koga lay it down. We settle it. Going further, let's leave at this. Oh, Madam Sue, this man are your son brother, this man are your senator. The one that you feel that the man feel is hurting, tell him he's sorry. He happy. He said sorry. So we went further and move. So after that again, another disagreement, another dissatisfaction. So dissatisfaction with somebody, with Senate, with superintendent, or with your colleague can stop you from coming to the meeting. Come and express yourself in the meeting.
Thank you. We'll go to DK to ask his question. This ArcelorMittal has come on flow now, so we will have to discuss it to the fullest. DK is not here. We'll go to you. Amma, you can ask your 2 questions. Yeah, DK drop. Amma, you can ask your 2 questions. After Amma, we will declare the lines open for you to call us, and you will be entitled to just 1 minute, and we'll go for our second round of questioning, which is maybe 2 questions each. And after that, we'll let the honorable men to go because they got session tomorrow. Amma, let's hear you, Chief.
Thank you, Junior. Good evening, Charity. Good evening, Cyrus. And on Koto, good evening. How are you doing?
I'm okay.
Thank you. I think for one good thing that I must admit to you, I love your PR and your communication team. For every time that you go to sessions and your team, your media team ensures that they highlight the public on what you did in session. That is also good. I much appreciate you. But when it comes to the role of the Nimba County Legislative Caucus in this entire ArcelorMittal deal, for some of us who have different opinion, we feel that the caucus never lived to the aspirations, the hope and aspiration of the Nimba people. They never in details address the Nimba plight. And even the eve of the bill passing the Senate, Senator Yan expressed all of the frustration of the Nimba people and expressed his disappointment for some of his colleagues from Nimba who are already signed on such a bill after he had raised the alarm and all of the necessary correction that was needed to make because ArcelorMittal have been in total default. They have refused to live up to their MDA in the past and renewing them, giving them a renewal. There should be commitment that they should do, that they promised to do for the NEMA people and they refuse. They should have done that before. He strongly believes that before the caucus can even have that such discussion. But he expressed a disappointment that he felt very bad about his colleagues going ahead and putting signature to this particular bill. Having said that, on our quarter, this entire Acela method, did you have a consultations with your people and to get their view and their opinion on this particular deal?
Yes. When the thing came to all, when I went to Buyao, I have a meeting with my elders and I have a meeting with women and I explained to them. I did. In battle play, I explained to my elders.
Are you saying that you have the consultation with the Buyao diaspora group and the Buyao university group and the constituent? Because these are your constituent.
No, I only went to the district. And when I came from them, very shortly the deal came. But let me tell this to you. You know, like I said to people, this is politics. When you want to be real in Liberia politics, you become the wrong person. One thing I want all of us to know, before I go further, it is a right of all of you. When you are disqualified to even speak it out, let your leader hear it. Apparently there have been mistakes, so maybe for tomorrow's sake. But let me count on something. In the Capitol building, we are 73 members. Let me tell you one thing. Even we, the non-lawmaker on NEMA, will get us out, and the people vote, it will pass. The best thing we can do is to go in caucus and start to show some things that we want NEMA to do. I mean, for NEMA to benefit, which we did. We did it over 3 weeks. If in the Capitol building, my brother, Amma, the 5 of yourself will come and say we're not voting. It will be the worst one because otherwise you want to go there instead of you advocating for it, you get angry, you get also the deal will pass. And when it passes, you can't do nothing about it. The only thing you can do is not to lose. Send the people in high gear to pass a deal. What can NEMA benefit? Like hand our head. What are some things that they are done down the line? It's not good. Let me the president. We're right on our young from a road. All of us we wrote, all of the things that Metashi have done and they didn't do, we moved to the president. Mr. President, we are not against Meta because they are investors. Many of our brothers and our sisters live by them, by their employment, and they are one of the taxpayers are helping us. Equally so. This is the resources that we have that NEMA is depending on heavily. We want this thing to happen. We want this thing. We took it from point to point. And most of the thing we were fighting for was you were giving NEMA plus Bonkante and Magibi, and Grand Bassa 3 million. Out of the 3 million, 1.5 go to NEMA. We said no. We want it be 8 million. Because you want to increase your production. We're talking to the president. And trust me, Amma, when you go for something, you can't get it 100%. The way you hear, Amma, I believe they code that on you. The person who want to sell it, my thing they will sell it $250. And when the buyer come, the buyer might choose and say, I beg you, I get $230. $200 subtraction. We go to the president with the mindset that we want this money to be 8 million instead of 3. And it was on our master who did all the calculation because you have the geological background. He said that so metric ton the people be taking and increase by this, say increase by this. Let's put the money to this. We agree. The president said, yeah. Luckily for us, we were thinking 8 million and they come to 5 million. I mean, we achieve in our direction. From 3 to 5 in our direction, we achieve. Again, They said in the day should be the user of the rail. We said no. There are other group of people who want to come give $5 million for the use of the rail. You are saying you will give or 5, and we want you to give A. You're not giving A. You can't be the user of the rail because there are other group who coming to give $5 million. We argue. It was one of the heavy things that I want to agree with. It was one of the heavy things. Look at it for all, and because of the weight we have, the president accepted. So another group of bars coming to give $5 million. Why far coming from that side? Now, we also told the president they should grade the pay the keeper role perfect. They should increase our employee level. They should have skilled people trained in our place. The money they gave to the community college, small, increase it from 50 to 250,000. You giving them 50,000. We argue all of these things. The best thing to do is to argue this thing behind the scene, then to just destine yourself when a pardon will be causing no. If all of all who the lawmaker had just been in the air causing no, and we don't do the negotiation, trust me, we like it most in our baby, that deal will pass. We will not benefit. But we thought it wise that by being at the back of the president and that of the police to accept these things were good for all. Even if we don't have 100%, we achieve. But we're going to say, as soon as they call, we say, we're not going for a meeting. Y'all don't want to go for a meeting. We don't want to go. Y'all party. We the Nima people, we stand out to vote. Then we not vote. 9% not vote. Out of 73, 9 not vote. To test it there. They will vote. The first thing that people will say, Nima is not out of Liberia. And Nima is like in Liberia. The resources belongs to Liberia. Because one day Lofa will come. One day other country southeastern where they didn't go and where other parts coming from, it will come. So you can't say that it will not pass. And mind you, we are politicians. While we're in anything, other women grouping was in Nima advocating the demon power, they can take off from job. So what we need to do is to do negotiation, make sure that what Nima want, we should achieve. Same we didn't achieve 100%. We achieve 60%.
Thank you. Please be a little bit brief with your answer so that we can go to the next one.
No, they wasn't critical. They mentality critical.
No, don't worry. The mentality a lot of questions.
John, the honorable got a time. You're not complaining on time now.
No, Joe, go ahead. Joe, just joking. Go ahead.
You want to call me?
Let's hear you ask your last question, Chief.
Thank you. I think the honorable, I love his sincerity. He said he never consulted the Booyah diaspora for their expertise because there are no time in favor. I think that is total sincerity and being honest to the people. But honorable, of recent, there have been issues in the district. Some of your colleagues are saying, some of your former colleagues that contested with you in the race, they are saying that you are claiming projects that your rival was doing. And you are claiming those projects, you are completing it and taking the glory. And one of them have to come out to erect the checkpoint that you are not the bio medicine of Booyah. It is your opponent barrier. How do you respond to that? How true is that information?
In a problem, not borrow medicine. Medicine is something we can take your intestine to solve your problem, not borrow medicine. Let me get that first. Now,
in the context of facing roles in Booyah district, it is in the context of facing roles, honorable.
Okay, I'm begging you. Can you go to Booyah Nana Road? I will say video. No car can move from Broley to go Barrow Play. You reach to before reaching to that Gare Bridge, the valley are there now in our place. No car can pass. In the light, let me not lie to you. On a boy body, let me employ him. During the political season, he carry one front end loader. Can one front end loader bill? From Booto to Broley, I think they spent 1 week on our road. I spent 3 weeks just between two terms to do the work. I give respect to anybody for what they have done. Yes, he did intervention. Let me tell you, in road building, there are categories. There are road building, there are rehabilitation of road, there are maintenance of road, and there are interventions of road. You did intervention. You understand what I mean? You did intervention. You don't build road. My son, I even building road. I'm doing maintenance of road. I want people to know clear. The road exists. So I'm doing maintenance of road. I'm not building road. None of us building road. That road has been built ever since. So we got building of road, we got maintenance of road, we got intervention, we got rehabilitation. In the rehabilitation, it means they cover on the road spur, the bridges on the road spur, and you're doing the bridges, you're doing the grading, then you do rehabilitation. But where you have the cover set and everything, the bridges cut, and you're just moving, you're doing maintenance. But where you have pop hole and you go put that in a pop hole to buy, you do intervention. My colleagues should go back to what they call building road. I'm not building road. I am doing maintenance. The road was built on a body of the intervention, and I'm doing maintenance. That's what they call road. So you see, when you want to talk, people talk, I would say, oh, boy, but they not do something. Boy, but they did something. He did intervention. I appreciate him for that. But after all, the whole play went zero. Go to, as we speak, the runner finish here. Take car, you go there. Whether your car will reach. As soon as you reach to the play where my road end now, your car will end there. So I am doing maintenance of the road. I'm not building road. When it comes to engineering, I got vast knowledge. I will not be brave to sit down on a platform and say, I'm building road. But engineer, I commit crime. I'm not building road. I'm doing maintenance.
Thank you. Thank you. DK, go ahead and ask your 2 questions, Chief.
So yeah, Joe, I was just being fast. I think only one question for the honorable. I'm sorry, you came on the show. I don't greet you. I'm very sorry, Chief. Yeah, sorry, Chief. Yeah, they think contempt of the legislature all inside. So how are you moving contempt? Yeah, sorry again. I was back and forth because I was doing Zoom on my computer and the rest. So my question before Gio go to the phone line is: you replace Koga? Do you have intention to contest in 2029? And are you willing to replace Koga as senator around 2032?
Thank you. Let me tell you one thing. Don't look for a problem to where there's no problem. I got my leg on what I say now inside. See, your brother Koga and I were not enemy. Let me tell you one thing. Sometimes God, when God is with you, know your limitation. You know what I mean? Koga have been living a whole life around the leadership, political circle. I want nobody around Koga to start living under a fear of Koto. Traditionally, Koga is my big brother. But government, Koga is far ahead of me. He served my district for 13 years. He's serving Nema today. But in politics, there are disagreements at times, for and against. If Koga is supporting, party that I'm supporting, we're working together. Why should I fight against him? More beside, even if he does not support the party, and he's still doing what is right for Nema, why should I campaign against him? The only thing Koga need to do is to do what is right for Nema. Not what is right for Koto. Not what is right for Peter. But what is right for Nema. And even he do what is right for Nema, I can't, he will be me. No worry. Let Koga do what is right for Nema. Thank you.
Joe, I'm done.
You can ask your 2 questions, Chief. You got
okay. Thank you, Bossman. You know, here we can just pull people there, you know. My last question is, how do you view your critics who are overseas?
Well, let me say this for you before I speak to the critics of overseas. Let me say this. All of you overseas are like Joseph in Egypt. The Playboy is your home. Don't destroy your home. When Joseph brothers sold him to Egypt, When you're opportune to become king, when he got them in his possession, he saved them. You also served as a Nehemiah in the house of the king. Nehemiah was enjoying all the meal of the king, but Jerusalem was falling. He asked the king for permission. All of you in the diaspora must know that there's nowhere like a home. When I'm doing the wrong thing, speak it out. I will learn from that. They are my mirror. But when I'm doing the right thing, don't kill my vision. Because this place does not belong to me. I will leave one day. So critics got two views. There are constructive critics that really help you to move further. There are destructive critics who just decide to insult you for no reason. And one thing I know, my skin is very thick. I can't listen to calls because from the day I declare my intention, my cursing begins. So I am very quick with curse. I am very quick with insult. So people insult me. I don't hear it. I don't listen. I don't take nothing against my critic. That's what I said. Sometimes it's necessary to listen to your critics because they will say some painful thing you don't want to hear, but important you hear it to know it. I'm not a dresser to see myself. You can see me and tell me my mistake. So I love my critics. I treat them as good people, and I listen to them, and I pick ideas from their criticism, and I work with it.
Thank you. Thank you very much again, folks. Tonight we are in conversation with Honorable Koto Sengbe Kwagru, the representative of Electoral District 5, Nima County, the one and only representative from Nima who has been putting Nima on the spotlight in the House of Representatives so far since he got certificated. You can call us on the numbers you see on your screen on WhatsApp, +25079542897 to make your contribution here tonight on the show. Now, folks, we will go for our second round of questioning, and we ask one question each because the honorable man taking much time to answer to this question. Now, let me start with myself. Honorable Kwagru, this ArcelorMittal thing, there have been rumors in the corner that you guys took money from ArcelorMittal Liberia. I want you to speak to that. And the road from Yekipa, from Sekimpa to Yekipa, the renovation of or the re-beautifying of Yekipa to its pre-war status. According to you, you guys enshrined this thing into a document and submitted it to the president. But unfortunately, ArcelorMittal came back to you people and said the reason why these things were not captured in the MDA was because of oversight.
And they are doing it. One thing, they said they are doing it already. They started.
According to them, they are doing it. You have known ArcelorMittal Liberia for over a decade. You've known them. You know how they operate. Do you think it was actually an oversight for a role that those people use on a daily basis more than any other person to leave it out of the MDA and come back to you people? Do you think it was prudent enough for these key things to not be captured in the actual agreement? Because this is the agreement we can take ArcelorMittal to court with. Bear in mind, without this agreement, whatsoever agreement that comes on the side, we cannot use it against ArcelorMittal Liberia because it is not binding upon them. The actual contract is the MD. So now, with these things not being enshrined in the agreement, my question is, what if ArcelorMittal not comply with these things? What if they stop the road construction today? What if they stop with the renovation today? What will be your stand on our quarter cell?
So trust me, holding by my word, if ArcelorMittal don't do it, they'll never respect me. It was a great oversight. What I did was, we in Buchanan, you took all of their thing, you put it in the D. But our own, you didn't put it there. We spoke about it. And trust me, they are doing it now. It will be there.
So, on the record, what if ArcelorMittal don't do these things? What would be
so that what I'm telling you that they are instructed them to do it, to put it in a D. I'm speaking to you that it will be there. I'm telling you it will be there. And they will do it. That's one of our argument points behind the scene. And they will do it. We ask them the same question. This thing will come, it will be reflected in a D. Because at the D, we can hold you back. And they will do it.
So 50-50 now, 50-50. 50-50. What if they not do it as a representative? What will you do?
Then you hold all responsible. Because we are the one who took the bullet. That's why we have all of the ability to get at them to do it. You hold all responsible. The issue where we took money, no. And not since we sound D, I'm not received down from anybody, and I hear in the air, never. Sometimes when I get outside and say a minute, sometimes I can be happy in my heart, say, I wish your money could come to me. Because somebody said, one of my creators said, the signature bonus, say yes. The man does not understand what they call signature bonus. Signature bonus does not go to representative. It goes to the country. So if you say we do signature bonus, it means this man has got a master degree. But somewhere down the line, he's struggling to understand something. We have not taken anything. My brother, I'm telling you from reality, I'm not taking anything. I didn't know about it. Let me use the bathroom quick, eh?
Okay, all right. Let's give you the chance. Go.
Junior, you are muted. You are muted.
So we already got calls coming in, and I'm a bit confused with all of the calls that are coming in. But again,
you can just
yeah.
No, I mean,
so maybe we can slide the calls in there while we keep asking our questions.
If the person is a WhatsApp call, you can tell them to wait online. Why? Because at that point he's not around. So the person, you can the call, and the person just be on the line, because calling back and forth, they will distract you.
Mr. Sam, you've been listening to the honorable man. He's back. Now, Kwagu, let's go to you. You can ask your one question.
Generally, if somebody on the call, let's take calls. We will still have some time to ask questions.
Okay.
How people speak to the lawmaker, man?
Yeah, we have one of his contender in the by-election, Mr. Takpo A. Mambia. Takpo Mambia is here, but I think he will call us back to ask his question. So let's go to you, Mr. Sam. You can ask your one question. After you, we go to... Okay, Takpo is here now, Sam. Good evening.
Hello.
Good evening, Chief. Welcome to the show. How are you doing this evening?
I'm doing very well. Thank you. How are you?
I'm doing great. Where are you joining us from?
I'm joining you from the United States.
Okay, great. Let's hear you, Chief. 2 minutes.
Good evening, Representative Koto Kwagu. How are you doing?
He's hearing you. Go ahead.
The representative can hear me, right?
Yes.
Yeah, Claire. Good evening, Honorable. I'm getting you.
Great. All right. Thank you very much for availing yourself to the people for questions and answer. And congratulations again on your elections.
Thank you.
As our representative, we look forward to what next. Normally, in an election circle, we all have our visions that we push and we expected to fulfill on those visions when we're elected. But in the case where you were not elected, like we weren't elected, and you were fortunate to have been elected, for the next how many ever years you're elected for, you are the vision bearer of the district, and it's predicated upon this. We do not have the power. You have the power, and so we are here to offer support if you need it. But then we are also here to ask the hard questions. Of course, we clearly have different visions for how the district should be ran. For example, if I was elected representative, I would have handled the asylum visa issue differently. But Representative Koto Kwagu, my question to you is concerning Buyao district. I appreciate the fact that you have been very robust and very involved in matters concerning Nimba. But what I see little of you of is matters concerning Buyao. We have gone back and forth for Honorable Koga, from Representative before Honorable Koga, about the roads in Buyao. They're pretty bad. It is not sustainable for individuals to continue to do interventions on our roads. They're not going to help us. My question to you is, the advocacy that you are doing on behalf of the rest of the country every time, what are you doing to put your foot on the ground when it comes to advocating for Buyao? On two fronts, specifically, that I will ask you tonight. The first one is roads. The road going to Taveta. You were not there. You were not a part of it. You are a representative. You are a state representative, and you claim to be an engineer. Have you gone to the Ministry of Foreign Affairs and let them know that the rule from Bound to Mutu, that is an international rule and there is no rule there, that rule needs to be paid? Have you done that? Because it is not sustainable for we as candidates and representatives to be paying that rule all the time. That's number one. Number two, when it comes to electricity, we in district number 4 are the darkest districts in Nimba County. I hear you talking about the street light in Ganta. I hear you talking about the street light in all the big cities of Nimba County. But Honorable Koto Kwaglu, as a brother, and my questions to you tonight, I want you to take them in good faith. As a brother, that's why I'm bringing this on to you in this public manner. I've never heard you for one say there's no street light in Rowley, there's no street light in Mutu, there's no street light in Dinkley. But you talk about street light being in the street light that is not okay in Bound, in Ganta, in Seglebi, in Tabeda. You don't believe that we from New York District deserve electrification? The people from Tabeda got electricity. They got electricity because the electricity came from the border. We are closer to the border than Tabeda is. But as at this date, the people of Tabeda District enjoy more electricity than us. You advocate on behalf of Nimba County more than actually on behalf of our district. What are you doing to ensure that the necessity is delivered to the people of Muya, which they rightfully deserve? Those are my questions tonight.
Thank
and if
you.
notice that you're honorable as a representative because your title is representative, you're an elected representative. Even when I was running, I found against the idea of people calling me honorable. I just don't like the honorable name because it's a name that's firm. That's not a name that we throw around. That's why I'm calling you Representative Koto Kwaglu tonight.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
brother, have a
Thank
good
you.
night. You have my phone number. If you ever need to reach to me, I'm available. Thank you.
Okay. Before I
Thank
answer
you.
on a Tagbo question, let me just
Mhm.
say this: if all politicians in Buyao could be the Tagbo, Gaddafi would just say, "Way, Buyao will be better." These are people who don't go in anything with their feeling or the love for the district. I appreciate Tagbo. Even
So,
during the
on our quarter, just be taking a question now. We'll take at most
please get
5
me impen
calls.
quick.
You
Soon
can
I be judging
respond
it
to
down.
them.
Please get me the impen quick.
Okay, we have this person. Good evening.
Hello?
Good evening. What's your name and where do you join us from?
Yeah, good evening. My name is Leroy Dawazia.
Leroy, where are you
I'm
calling us
one of
from?
the proud sons of Nimba, and let me appreciate the Lawmaker Studio. He's one of those I admire. But I got just few questions, and I think since he's a lawmaker, let you be the one to really answer.
So just ask
One
one.
would
We
be
ask one question. We have a lot of calls.
due. It's long been overdue. And then the senator of Nimba Nyato contributed to that by having town hall meetings that we all attended. One of those was GW Hardy Hospital that was in the first agreement, and up to today's date, they never did it. The second one, I was also born in Jikipa. Jikipa of the pre-war status. Up to now, there's nothing. Until when you go there, you feel so bad. Meanwhile, they're taking all of the iron ores and everything going. So what was rushed in a new agreement that was not added, and then they have to push out to even go to the president, because they say after in a first contract to continue until the last 5 years finish. So to have a separate contract, maybe with the president, to say Yekiba will be built. If not, we should hold them accountable. I want you to re-explain that to us, the Nimba County people and the people of Liberia.
Thank you. Thank you so much. Okay, that's it. You can call us on +25079542897. We have this person. Good evening. Good evening. Hello.
This is Junior. Hope you're doing okay at this time.
I'm doing great.
This
What's
is
your name and where do you
boss
join
of
us from?
Roger G. Jr. Yeah, I do join you from the Kingdom of Morocco.
Great. Roger, go ahead and ask your one question shortly. 1 minute.
Yeah, on the call talk for you, thank you so much. I've been following you for a couple of times now. You know, you have really been doing extremely well, most especially with the young people of District number 5, Nima County. So I really want to know what's your key focus priority, you know, as a representative. Because I observe that you are focusing on education, you are focusing on role and all of that. What is your key priority, you know, within your first, let's say 2 to 3 years? What's your key priority?
Thank you. Thank you so much. We will be taking 2 more calls. You can call us on +250-795-428-947 to make your input here tonight on the show. Again, +250-795-428-947 to make your input here tonight. We have only 2 more calls to take before we go to the representative. Okay, we have this person. Good evening. Good evening.
Good evening. How you doing?
I'm doing wonderful. What's your name and where do you join us from?
This is G. Christian Branston film from.
Hello? Yeah. Okay. Christian is not there. Let's take this person. Good evening. Good evening.
Good evening. How are you?
I'm doing great. Nimba Intellectual Parrot. Welcome. Let's hear you, Chief.
Yeah, I'm fine. This is Bob Son Bob Chomkwiti Judy. I'm calling from Kanta currently, Nima. So I've been following the show, and I just want to applaud the representative, the Honorable Mayor Studio. And if we can have like part of Honorable Kotokwa group now in Nima, I think Nima going to be developed. So we pray that Koto come back like 2029 just so that at least we can see the development, because no boundary, we see that no boundary when it comes to Koto development in Nima County.
Thank you. Thank you very much. The last caller now. Good evening.
I've been following the show.
Good evening.
Good evening.
Yeah, go ahead. Let's hear you, Chief.
Hello.
Go ahead. Let's give you 1 minute.
Yeah, I'm G. Christian Branston from your Butu. We are electoral district number 5, Nima County.
Christian, are you calling from Butu this evening?
Tonight.
Christian, where are you calling from?
Koto was one of those who created Koga after he won the election in 2011. And then he returned to the district with 3 Kamotos, you know, as appreciation for the people. And the Kamoto was distributed among 3 major Chidon. So to see him going to the district with 35 pieces of motorbike. So how do we reconcile that? Because you were one president who created on a Koga that buying a Kamoto for the people was not the best thing to do. So to see him buy motorbike, so Kamoto and motorbike. So you said yesterday that Honorable was not doing the right thing to buy Kamoto, carry the people to be able to use it, bring our goods to Moreover. Then you buy motorbike, give few support to the district. So how do we reconcile that as a representative or somebody who criticized somebody on something like that yesterday?
Thank you. Thank you. The last caller now. This will be the last person. Good evening.
Good evening.
What's your name and where do you join us from?
Vital E. Beplo, calling you from TikTok Community Global Latina, here from district number 5. Yeah.
Welcome to the show. Let's hear you.
Thank you, Brother John. That is weird. But our honorable Kotokwa group will not sit down to be beautifully lying to you.
Oh, man, Sir, you don't do that here, Chief.
You gotta turn it off.
Yeah, turn it off. You can't.
Yeah, we can't take that. Hello.
Good evening.
What's your name and where do you join us from?
Thank you. My name is Ranovian Senior Johnny from Sanpete, New Gateway Community District number 7, Nima.
How is Sackler Pier this evening?
I got it full, no harm.
Okay, great. Let's hear you. You one question.
On a recorder, we go so much for the discussion this evening on the radio that we much appreciate it for. But my question is, by what means and what really happened that they were hit for NEMA with the decision of the 7 or 9 representative of NEMA, the decision on honorability? Why I say 8 of them when they signed behind the 2 senators also on honorability? What was the point?
Thank you. On our Kwagu, you got more people calling to now. Journalist Christian Schwaber, good evening.
Yeah, good evening, BKS. My name is Christian Schwaber, a son of Muyao, and I.
Christian, are you there?
Hello.
Yes, sir.
Okay, I'm here.
Go ahead, Chief.
My question to the honorable man on the Port of Kwagu tonight. I listened to the show, but my observation during the by-election in Muyao, I saw fight, I saw disunity, and all of that. And after all, he emerged victorious, and you see today our representative. My question is, what is his plan? What did Pilot do for the people of District of Afar when it comes to reconciliation? What's he doing about reconciliation? I saw a lot of disunity in the district as we speak.
Thank you. What is the plan for reconciliation?
Well,
hello.
A question to me. Like, who the one that let it honorable answer that, because I think he can remember everything. You can't.
Good evening. This will be the last call, CEO. This will be the last call. Good evening. Welcome to the show this evening. Where do you join us from?
Jeremiah Zawi. I'm calling you from Monrovia.
Hey, Jerry. Welcome. Let's hear you, Chief.
Yeah, thank. Yeah, Representative Kwagu, how are you?
I'm okay. Simbara.
One of the things that I've admired about your politics that our people are sort of, more especially those from Ninkwe Kingdom, it has to do with without their children, they don't vote for any other person. In case that they get this gone.
And you see, Jerry, you bring in a clan politics. You're talking about Ninkwe to now.
Man, ask a question.
That's my question. Just leave me alone. Let me have my view.
Go ahead, Chief.
So one of the things they have taught us very well, it has to do with when you do not come from Ninkwe, not a single Ninkwe citizen will vote for you. The case study is just this gone by election that brought Kwagu. Any of those people from Yao, none of them get vote close to even 20 books from entire Ninkwe. I admire those things so much. So we ourselves, we are planning to tell our people, you all get a good example from Ninkwe. The 2 persons that got all of Ninkwe votes, Bore and Kwagu.
So Jared,
what's the question? We didn't have too much time.
We got less time in our favor.
So the good thing about it is, Kwagu, how do you feel our people being generous to you people, giving some votes, or almost all of the votes? And we from Yahweh and your people are decided not to vote us. What are we done? Thank you.
Thank you. The other question is personal.
The other question, I got a question.
Okay, I'll come in there now. I think the CEO said that. So
Honorable, before you come on, I heard you have serious issue with DK when DK came on and he said hello to you. So before you proceed, I want to pay my respect. Yeah, I want to pay my respect to our able representative from District 5. I have to pay my respect. Welcome to the show. Thank you so much. Go ahead, Chief.
Thank you. Okay. The first question was from Honor Takpo. The issue of the electricities and rule. The second question was, what was in the MD that we signed? Why we signed it? The other one was, what are my key focal points? The other one was, Why should I buy motorbike to go to the people when I criticize on Okoga? Another one here say, why some lawmaker, the Fonseca PA said, why some lawmaker will stand behind two lawmaker? And the last one say, why Nico, I can't vote for anybody. So let me start from the last one. You know, see, brother, the social media, it can destroy, it can build. Radio can destroy, it can build. The example today at Rwanda. One journalist, the cause of Rwanda today, Rwanda destroy, and luckily for that, they are put it back together. Those saying they're not good for us. When Koga won the election 2011, Nikwa was being Koga very hard. The player on Koga get a massive vote was Nikwa. Very hard. The election between Onokoga and Honoré Mile. Onokoga, everybody was in a race. Tag and Wanty was in a race. They get all the vote to Onokoga. The election between me and Onokoga got more than 1,000 plus votes in Nikwe. Anybody can be witness to that. DKSA can be witness because DK have been one person who have been associated with politics before you go. So, the clear answer to this thing is politics as strategies. Some people believe that this is my area. Let me meet him and work here. And when you do that, other people on the other side will not see you. They go election. On a barrel, he keep very high in y'all. He keep very high in Nicoya. He not get anything in y'all. It doesn't mean y'all people don't want to vote for him. It was because his movement was not reaching there like how we were reaching there. You can take from me the election. I cut a clause. Everywhere in Buya, I was working. Everywhere. I was working in Yale. I was working in Nikwale. I was working in Yale. I was working in Wire. Election are strategies. That statement then we need to arrest it and put it in a bag that will not get us out to become a problem for our children in future. It might cause chaos in future. On our Bakwa man, when he came election between here and Koga, he got massive vote in Tiablé. He's not from there. So I know how you feel. Maybe because somebody you think for them to win doesn't win, but it doesn't mean Nikwa doesn't vote for anybody. Nikwa has made a history. Taking one thing in a election, they didn't vote for him, they vote for Koga. One time, Joe Toa was in the election, they didn't vote for him, they vote for Koga. So I beg you, senior brother, with that kind of a message, it will not mean well for our district. When you send that kind of message saying in Morovia, when somebody from Nikwa so for you when fighting there, you're not there to stop it. So I beg you as a senior brother who have learned and reached to the level, don't message them, don't bring it in our area again. Please. Now, let me go to Otakpo. Otakpo, thank you very much. I really admire Takpo they go elections. Takpo are not personal. Anytime Takpo and I meet, we shake hands. And Otakpo, you scratch a very key point. You spoke about the roles rehabilitation by individual, which is clear. It's not right. Because individual can do all the rehabilitation 100%. But the government library have purchased yellow machine. All of them will be in the country this year and will start working next year. Again, Nima got serious money up to 10 million this year. We're speaking to the superintendent to put most of the money in roads. Major road that road from Biole that hit in Yole, that passing Nikwale and went back to Grado to come to Yale, open all. The bridges that in there build all. The national government also will come. So I'm just doing this thing as a maintenance for now, but with the level of understanding, Booyah will be laid out by the grace of God. You also spoke about my interventions with the minister. I go to the public work minister. I sat with the public work minister. I know he followed you. Say yes. I told him. I even raised concern that the road IFA is building a substandard. If 2 objects are coming from two opposite directions. One got to park in the bush before the other one park. It causing chaos. So I spoke to them. And he said, Koto, we got machine in some easy, we want to hurry out. As soon as the machine can one get 3 sets of your in Nima. They started, so now Koga also came here and he spoke about the same thing. Now, because that machine was delayed, I choose to do this thing on my own. It's just a maintenance I'm doing. You also spoke of Koto Kwagu talking about electricity in Ganta and not Muyao. Chief Takwa, maybe you are not following. One of my communication there is squarely left the electricity in Muyao. It's on the floor. But the reason Muyao will delay is to take electricity from Ban to Muyao. You need to, the government of Liberia need to have a budget and sign a deal with JEP. When it pass, then it sell up how the workforce can start. The recent places that Ban, they get in the street light, they sustain us still the street light, which I could condemn quick is because electricity is already there. But for electricity to move to Butu by the grace of God, it is what I wrote the people. And they said they have to set with the JEP, and it will take something like 1 to 2 years. 3 years before we achieve. Before electricity come to Nima, it took over 5 years discussion before they achieve. Before it go to Ban, it took over 1 year discussion before they achieve. So I just entered and I wrote that communication and we are on it. So thank you for that question. There's somebody who spoke of what we saw in your agreement. It's just not a public question, but I spoke about it a lot. I spoke about our arrangement with Mental that all of the housing units should be rebuilt. Not to renovate, but rebuild. I also spoke about the road connection from Yekepa to Sekempa. I also spoke about reductions in our forest nationals at the work site, increasing the Liberians at the work site. I spoke about it all. I want to be brief. Then somebody said, what my key focus point? My brother, with that kind of a district I took over, to get one key focal point, it will not work. You have to do infrastructure. You have to do human resource. You have to do this. You have to do that. I'm focusing. My major focus point now is rural education and mental health. That's why I even advocated for ZGNC. I stay behind their bike on the West Bay and found out that should be something in the budget for the place. But with all of those small development, we are back. The CEO sitting here, this certain thing. I think we need to capture it and where we are in the future because the thing they call colorize is a serious thing. Look at what he did in home. That identical water that he built, that community can draw from. That's one of my major things. As soon as a district got good funding, I will direct it to this thing. I practice it for him. Because one thing that we need to look at carefully in this country is the water we consume. It got serious problem on us that God is carrying on. I got too many things in my head. I just need support from all of you who the citizens who love the district that we can move further. They are listening to somebody from Sakapia who said, why we sound beyond somebody? My brother, they heard a legislator. They don't wait for you. Oh. When you not go to session, when they meet on, they work. 9 lawmakers from Nima, when one in America is not there, well, what power do I have to tell the speaker, say, one day may not come to where we get some? It doesn't work. Even now or choose not to go to work, the people will work. Oh. Once they meet the number, they will work. So we not sound beyond nobody. It is our bound duty to go to work every day. Tuesday, Thursday is our bound duty. The rest of it are leadership meeting. So when you not come there, my brother, they will work. Oh. So we not sound beyond nobody. So I want to say this to all of order. I want for the people of Buyao. I want your idea. I want to work with you. I know somebody who proud to say I can't work with a person. No. I know deep down my heart, there are too many things I still lack of. I need to learn it from other people. My ears listening. My mind is ready to learn. I might go somewhere wrong. But when you allow me to fall, the district will fall because I will lead it for that time. Somebody spoke of motorbike. And brother, police in the district call me and say they are not running after the crimes that they commit because no vehicle. Get a motorbike. These are good things. And I really wanted the guy who was insulting to continue because, for me, Koto, these are my own little brother there who, when we meet, they talk to all, we listen to them. And one thing I want to let them know is that the world we live in, me, I know what happened today. I know what happened tomorrow. I don't know who will help me tomorrow. But if you choose to cause I don't carry it against you. Tomorrow, it will come a time you will leave me. That either you will be suffering your own house, I'm going there. But my door is open to you. But either you're conscious with that. But I want to let you know that CEO said that you call your boy, live with me. Let me express himself because I just want to hear what is within him that I can learn from him too. Sometimes you express yourself yourself, also good thing can come from there. The man might insult me, but he might say things I will learn from. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Thank you. Yeah, even though
they stop talking on our Kwagu.
Yeah, honorable man, you see, that's why I let him man business when man can come with fire. No, he can't. The man got a whole army. You see this video tonight? But I want to say thank. Oh my God, your sorrow. I want to say thank you so much for coming tonight. It has always been a pleasure. You know, when I talk to you, when we invite you, you're always there. Not because you're on the show or not because you're my honorable man, but you are one of the lawmakers that actually, after this whole MDA stuff, that you have been vocal about it. You the first. I think you're the first to come on air to really explain to us what happened, how your son. I was listening to you when I was driving from work, and I heard all your points. Thank you so much. You know, I have to applaud you for that. So we'll go to Sam. I think the host has left, and I will take over. We'll go to Sam to ask his last question, and then before we get your parting statement, because you know, even though you're here, you're doing your thing, we still gotta respect our honorable time. The man gotta go. He has to go do our booyah work. So yeah, you can wait. But here's my one question before I go to Sam.
Okay.
You know, you are on a par, you know, from District 5. So anything that happens in District 5, any concern we get, any need will come to you. We'll come to our papi and say, papi, this is what we need. You know, we get school fee, we get this and that. District 5 is crying, has been crying. District 5 has been left behind. You are very close to the VP. The VP red-handed Peking. You are also close to the superintendent. So I got two requests for you tonight. My one question, I get request. The first request goes to the county leadership. Please, my brother, since you have a close proximity to them, especially the soup, Booyah, you know, Booyah is behind. Even though we're behind there, the people call Ivorian people, but we are major stakeholder when it comes to NEMA politics, when it comes to decision making in NEMA. You know the history of Booyah. We are talking about the district of Jackson, F. Doe, DK Munsali, and the list goes on. When they are doing things in NEMA, when it comes to the leadership, NEMA County, the county leadership, take for example, this going county meet, when they are forming the steering committees, all the things they be doing, they leave us out. They leave us out. They leave Booyah out completely. We have capable men and women from Booyah, and you know that. You myself know that very well. We need to be represented when it comes to things like that on the county level. Please try to advocate for us when it comes to that end. And then two, when you go to your people, you talk to them. Booyah needs representation when it comes to the power, when it comes to representation in the government. We have nobody from over there that is there. I know you've been working behind the scene. Again, you don't have to answer this, but this is just my request. I want to make this public. We have our brothers and sisters from Booyah, very qualified people, highly qualified individuals, from PhDs to massive experience, who I believe, if they have the opportunity, they will buttress your effort. All the work that you're doing over there. You and I will talk about it before. We need all hands on deck to be able to get Booyah to where it's supposed to go. And how do we get that? We all have to work with you. And we have to use you as the arrowhead to be able to speak on our behalf. So as you are doing your thing, you continue to do so. Please keep your brothers in mind, especially the guys that were in the election with you. Tako and all those other guys that contested, everybody, all those guys are capable. Make sure that you continue to advocate. As you advocate for the old man there, don't forget about your brothers. I believe when they are also in power, they will be able to work along with you as we build Booyah. But that's just my 2 cents. I got no question for you, Honorable. We'll go to Cyrus. Ask a last question so we can let our man go.
So, Honorable Koto, thank you. Thank you so much. I don't really have a question. I have been following you a little bit since you took over. I think you've been doing good. I mean, you've been speaking out. You spoke about the electricity in Ganta, and that's a really good point. That's a good point. While it's true that you're a representative of Booyah, it's also you pass Ganta before you go Booyah. So if Ganta is in darkness, most likely Booyah will not be in the light. So that's a good thing. Keep talking. And you strike a really good point that I really like. You said, if in the House of Representatives, if 1 or 2 people are out on their tour, and the other people will not wait, and no matter even 9 people from Nimba County, they will not wait for you guys. And in Koto, the thing I see in Liberia is that if we truly love Liberia, those things that we're talking will not happen. But it's like when it comes from Nimba, maybe the reaction can be different in the House of Representatives. But Liberia need to take charge of Liberia. The country is for us. It's not Nimba County, but decisions that when it comes to Nimba, people will take it different. It's because the way they see Nimba, progressing. But they need to realize that this Nimba is not out of Liberia; it's in Liberia. So these folks that are serving, we send them to serve us. When I say we Liberian people, the Liberia is for us. Liberia is not in Ethiopia. So we all should know how to take charge of our country and the resources. We should advocate right for the country instead of rushing to pass something because it's coming from Nimba, so Nimba can benefit more. All of those things, I think they need to erase that knowledge and gain the fact that Liberia is for us. Thank you for your deliberation tonight. I really appreciate it. I was messing with you earlier, when a child grows, child can, tell the daddy bye-bye. Right?
Thank you. Thank you, Sarah. Thank you so much. Again, thanks to all our followers. While we have you on here, please go on our BKS TV page and follow our page. We appreciate all of you. It's because of you that we are here today. So, Honorable Koto, you've done a great job. I have to say again, we applaud your deliberation. You've been very passionate about your stance. We say thank you. Don't be a stranger. Always come here. BKS by your area, so we don't have to.
Yes, sir. CEO, 1 minute. Something just came to my mind. I want to bring to Honor Koto attention.
It's too late. The man
There's a 30 seconds, CEO.
I beg you, call me.
So you can call a man after that.
I beg you,
Yeah, Honorable, give us your party comment. Yeah, don't matter.
Thank you. See all that. Let me say thank you. I'm proud of this at the Adeneka TV because when I follow Spoon, as soon you open it, I say thank God. Booyah is always great. Nima is always great. A leader can want TV, and it's sometimes help with a politician there. Because when we appear here, the clarity will make. You will analyze it behind the scene and know who is saying the truth and who is saying the lie. It also helps us. Thank you. And the last thing I want to say is, any sons and daughters from Booyah, I beg, I am not a ruler. I'm a leader. I'm accountable to all of you. Anywhere you know that maybe I make mistake, call me. or anything you want to understand, call me. Because the thing is, if I am like a driver, you are like passenger. If all of us say in the car, say, they make it drive Corolla carrying a drive. When I dump the car, it happened to all of us. I'm leading the district for the first 3 years. If I lazy and the district with me, the person who will succeed will suffer. It better we join hands together. Even anybody in the USA who sees some contact, who write me an invitation and we can talk about it, I will come because I'm not serving myself, but the people, even what I do today will hold my children tomorrow. Thank you very much. My door open to everybody. Thank you.
Thank you, Honorable. We'll invite you. Don't worry. We'll bring you here. You can't have a force.
Thank you, G.
Thank you. So, gentlemen, that's it there, Honorable Koto Kwaglu. You know, he came, he did his thing. Again, I have to say, I admire his passion, his stance, how passionate he feels about things, his people, you know, a developmental initiative. Even though politics aside, you can disagree with him or not. He's a very young and passionate leader of Nima County. And like I said, we have to give our leaders respect, regardless of disagreement or not. You can agree with him, disagree with him, make your point void of insult to all our followers. I urge that. Even Booyah, or people say, I will say that to all my junior brothers and sisters who are following. You know, you can disagree with people in politics, but still be respectful. And that way, tomorrow when you get there, you become a leader. People will also do the same to you. So thank you so much, Honorable, for coming. Gentlemen, I know I joined late, so I really don't have much to say. I want to say thanks to all of you for holding the ground while, you know, I was on the clock. We know in the player we got to do our little 1-2-1-2 hustle. So I'm pushing my cartoon. You know, you can't let that one go. So we'll take our parting comments and then we'll call it a night. I know it's been a long day, but thanks to Siawiti, thanks to Cyrus, and thanks to Aman Brooks for also coming. Yesterday we had a good show, and today we had a great show too. So Cyrus, over to your parting comment.
Well, thank you, Arvin. Thank you so much. The gentleman, he's good. He's really good. I know he's learning some things, but I think he's kind of honest. It is difficult for one person to make a change, but one person can also put for a change. I mean, so I think that he spoke well. Some of the things that he spoke on, if it's true that he doing those things, then that's a good thing. You know, we want someone who would not just go and sit down and do nothing. We want somebody who will go and, you know, make noise, because the House of Representative lawmaking is making noise, legitimate noise, so that people can listen to you. But if you go and sit down and not talking, people won't count you to be anything, especially in society like Liberia. I think he's doing great. Let him continue. And he's in a good position to do it. We're looking forward to seeing him more on our show. Since he came on our show, I've been reading the comments. It's very interesting.
Oh, not your first time. You always come here. You always come on.
So let him keep coming. We hope to reach out to mine representative from Mangunda District number 4, to come here and clarify some things one day as well. We look forward to seeing him, to see what he's doing for the district. That would be a good thing. I think we need to reach out to most of the representatives to come and to let us know what they are doing for their district. That's a good thing about politics, because they are public figure, and we look forward to seeing those people coming to speak about their accomplishment in their various districts. It's kind of interesting, CEO. Coming on this show, I don't usually follow Nimba politics. That's why sometimes when I kind of sit down and I listen, I'm coming on this show is one thing that I'm learning about Nimba politics. I choose not to really, not to be part of Nimba politics, so and so Nimba politics, where people destroy each other instead of building each other. And when I said that, I saw that we had a conversation yesterday with to Representative Gumpu, and so the news yesterday, I've been following it all today. It's not easy on Facebook. They've been bashing each other. It's not Gumpu, but it's what they call the guy, the means guy, Mark. They've been on Mark all day. Mike and one guy they call him back, something like that. They've been bashing. Yeah, they've been bashing. So to me, it's like, sometimes I don't know, maybe is it honesty in politics, or it's just about the way we run politics in Liberia? I think it's quite different. We just go for where the bucks are so we can take it. Maybe, I don't know, but from what I'm seeing, it's like things not going well in the CMC camp.
Oh, you change the topic? You still want to discuss?
Am I parting comment?
We got to stick with.
So I'm leaving now. So.
Yeah, we finished that yesterday. So let's go forward. We'll talk about District 5, your down on the district, and
No, but I finished giving you guys a compliment, and your representative and our representative. So I mean, the show was yesterday. It was interesting. So I saw.
You want to bring that show back from yesterday.
So it's great to be back, and we look forward to seeing you guys tomorrow, and maybe our next guest to listen to them. Thank you, and have a great night, guys.
We'll get a guest tomorrow. We'll announce that in the group chat there. Yeah. How much you gonna have to go first today, then see how to fire you from the back. Send you the other way around yesterday. 2 minutes. So
thank you. Thank you so much, CEO, and thank you to all of the panelists. It has actually been a great show, and this was so much amazing. But CEO, I just want to remind you and all of the panelists that the honeymoon and the first impressions of LEC boss is over. LEC is not like jack-o'-lantern. Even jack-o'-lantern can still on. It is just going off every now and then. Just on the show alone today, it went like 3 times. We have to manage to be on the show. And when we start raising the alarm on the inconsistency of LEC in various corners of Monrovia, our police, our friends, our brothers, CRT, then deny it. They said that our current finish in our meter, we don't want to recharge. But the reality is setting in that for some of us, we find it difficult to be very much insincere to speak lies just because you are in opposition. One of the things I find it very difficult to do is lie. So everything I will say, we say with fact and with a record. Today, we understand that our Qatar is doing well when it comes to media outline everything that he's doing in session. But I sincerely believe that when it comes to issues of reconciliation in Buyao, it's still a difficult challenge for him. I think he should focus on that after elections. All of those people that contested against you, they are your police, they are your constituents member. It is good that you and them have a round table, you have discussion. You'll see how best to move the district power. Collectively, I think there are some latitudes that we would love to recommend to him for him to reach out to all of the defeated candidates to have a one united Buyao. Although you cannot get all, but it is neither reconciling the district and reconciling Nimba is still a major issue. Like today, you are seeing everything that is happening in Nimba. People are even fighting each other more than even thinking about the county development because certain people feel that they are being marginalized, they are being treated somehow. But when it comes to the issue of Koba and how you call him, sir?
No, we're not talking about. And we just start Sarah Jana. Today,
Yeah,
We
but
can have that in our intro tomorrow.
yeah, we're talking
If you
about
have that,
okay.
maybe we can be your intro,
we're talking
but
about
we don't
Booyah,
want to
we're talking
divert
about
from
Leader Ben
the
House.
topic today.
No problem, CEO. But CEO, actually, this week have been an awesome week. We have many things that are coming on. We'd love to see those legislative agenda of our people. We'll follow the conversation, the interview today by the Nima County Legislative Caucus chairperson, the way he talked down to his colleagues like Musa Hassan Bilitis and others. He don't even like referring to his a defeated Representative Kennedy in the manner and form which he addressed on Larry Yankwe. I think it's a sad time. As the caucus chair of Nima County, you don't talk with such an arrogance and looking down and speaking down on leaders like that. That was very sad. And I'm bringing that to the attentions of you, CEO, and other panelists for us to have him to tell the Nima County why he has to speak like the way he spoke. So, CEO, I'd love to conclude on that.
Thank you. I really hope that we have extended invitation to the people, and most of them, but very few of them can come on here. But yeah, hopefully we'll try to get them. But yeah, Sewate, your party comment, and we'll call it a night. You guys have done a really good job. It was a wonderful show. Like I said, I listened to it on my way from work, and it was.
Thank you, CEO.
Show,
yeah, the show was good. Like Amma said, I just wrote one of the associate to Honorable Mena, several times beyond his prayer release. We have tried a few months ago to get in touch with the caucus chair. Koto tells one key thing that is very essential to the betterment and of our people, because information dissemination is very important. All of what he unveiled here tonight, that's why it's good. That's why I keep asking the role of the legislative caucus. I think he acknowledged that as one of their weakness, and it's a serious pitfall within the Nima Legislative Caucus. So I see a deficiency within the caucus leadership. That's one, because communication these days is very important. But on the overall, he spoke with sincerity, and take it and leave it. A lot of people underestimated Koto for his, his background, his level, his exposure, and what have you. But mind you, he took it as a challenge. That's one thing I give it up to him. He's doing well, because speaking among men, you have not, been among before with no background in student politics, not being grounded from that level. And he's pushing all. Just few days he has spent in the legislature. To be frank with you, I gave it all to him. And I really wanted to ask him to conclude on my, my closing argument, but I didn't have the time. But I hope probably he will replay and listen. CEO, when we started to raise the issue about the 10%, the revenue sharing out here, that's one of the things I wanted to ask on our Kwagu. If you follow the current politics at the legislature now, you will see that Kemo is blowing a trumpet.
Yeah, I heard that. Yeah.
The stadium that is to be blowing Banga and Morovia. So when the 10% issue came, it was only one lawmaker that raised that issue, which was Honorable Koga. Today, he are going on the bed. The only reason is because most of them, quote unquote, they are going to re-election. So I really wanted to bring it out to him why all of them kept silent up to now. What the position of the caucus? Because what I do know is budget is a law. The issue have been passed, but the lawmakers, they blindfold them up to now. Nobody is speaking. I think we need to invite Honorable Berete here again, because I think when he spoke here the last time is he want the action to be taken before, and they can move on that. But it's very critical. So the Nima Legislative Caucus needs to speak on that, because it's it belongs to us. We are not begging for it. 20 million is not simple money. So that's one of the things I wanted to actually ask on our Kwagu. It was a good show. We hope and pray to be here tomorrow. And thank you too for coming. I know it's been a healthy working day to
Yeah,
come.
yeah. You know,
But that's what we stand for. Sometimes, yeah, you know, it can be easy. Sometimes you won't come. Sometimes you cut out along the way you want to be. So that's it. Let's try to be here tomorrow. I mean, let's keep on. You see, our view now is growing gradually, and the only thing we can tell our viewers is to keep liking the page, keep following and sharing. Is our own platform. Let's build it. We can be as bigger as any other platform in the country. Thank you. See you.
Thank you again. Thanks to everyone. Thanks to all our followers. Appreciate your presence, your support, everything that you do for BKS TV, BKS platform, BKS brand is for all of us. Everybody, we all own. Let's continue to promote it. Thank you so much. You guys have a good night.
Good night, everyone.